Hello again and welcome to the second part of our tutorial. So after we prepared our model and exported it as an FBX, now let's jump in Unreal Engine and let's import our mesh here. So let's click Control Space and right click, import, and here is our model and just hit open. For now we are going to ignore the textures and let's just focus on the control rig. So import all. Okay, so we will be presented with these three files here: skeletal mesh, physics assets, and a skeleton. So we are interested with this first one, a skeletal mesh. So we select it and right click and we hit create a control rig. So now we have this file. Let's double click it. In here where the magic happens. So as you can see, we have our bones in here with body, front wheel, and the other wheels. We need to create control for these elements here. To create control, let's hit Control N and let's name this one body, and we need another tool. So Control N and Control N. Let's name this one steering, and let's double click and name this one wheels rotation. Good. For visual purpose, let's change the colors on these controls. So to do that, let's go here to the shape properties and just change the color. Let's pick blue for the body, and let's pick red for wheel rotation, and steering let's pick yellow. Good. So now unselect all the elements and right click and create a more, and let's name it control. Let's group our controls under the new node we created. That's good. So now let's start with the body. Drag the body control here and click get control and drag the body bone and click on set bone. Now let's link the rotation here, and also let's not forget to link the execution link. Okay, let's compile and let's test it out. As you can see, now we are able to move the body around, but we need only the body moving and the wheels need to stay in place. So to do that, it's simple. We need to uncheck the propagate to children checkbox here. Now we are able to move the body. Good. Now let's name this section here by selecting the nodes and hitting C on the keyboards, and let's name this body. So now let's do the steering. To do so, let's drag the steering control here and click on get control. Let's collapse this tab here, translation, and from the x-axis drag and search for multiply. The value of b here, let's put -1, and let's drag from the results here and search for from Euler. From Euler. And let's connect the z-axis. Now let's drag our wheel here, front, left and right, and set bones. Let's collapse the value here and connect the results with the rotation. let's connect the execution link and compile. So now we are able to turn our wheels. Perfect. So now let's name this section here wheel steering. For our final step, let's create the wheel's rotation. To do that, we need to search for git control float, and let's select wheel's rotation and drag from float value and search for multiply, and let's multiply that by -1. From the result here, let's search for accumulated time, and let's connect it with from Euler. Let's collapse that and pick the x-axis. Now let's drag our 4 wheels here and let's connect them with the rotation result we got from this nose. Perfect. Let's connect the execution link. Compile and let's test that out. So now I think I know what is moving slow because we need a higher value here and it's my mistake, so let's multiply that by something like 40. So now we can move the wheels faster. So that's pretty much it. Now let's do some restrictions for our rig. So let's start by the body. Let's go to the shape and search for arrow for thin, and let's make it bigger. As you can see, there is a mismatch of rotation here, but we can fix it, no big deal. Let's offset our axis here on the y-axis. Oh, that's the z-axis, so we can see our controller. Let's put something else. 120, 150. So here is our control. And now we can rotate the car from here. So now we need to put some restriction so that the body will not move past the wheels. To do that, let's go on the details tab here and change the value type from Euler transform to rotator. And now we have a minimum value and a maximum value. So let's put a maximum value of 2.5 and 1 by 2.5. So this is the minimum we need to do, minus here. And for the maximum values, we'll do 2.5, 1, and 2.5. So now our car have a restricted area that cannot move past, as you can see here. Perfect. Now let's do the steering. Before doing that, let's name this section here wheels rotation. So for the steering, it's pretty much the same thing. We need to change the shape here. Let's search for something like arrow to thin, and let's make it bigger. As we can see, represented with the same issue, we have a mismatch of the rotation. Let's offset that by going here into the rotation and type in 90 degrees. As you can see here, the steering is not working anymore, and the issue is that the wheel rotation is overriding the steering settings here. So what we need to do to fix that, we need to change these bones controls to add offset, so that way it will not override the setting, and we will be able to maintain the rotation for the four wheels. So let's just do that and link the rotation here for the four wheels. And let's not forget to link the execution link. So now we should be able to turn our front wheels here and also to rotate the wheels. Perfect. So now let's continue and restrict the movement of this. Let's go and set a minimum value in the x-axis. Let's do something like 40. So here minus 40, excuse me, not here. The minimum value minus 40 and the maximum value plus 40. So now we should be not able to pass that value. And for the other axis, let's copy those values here, just paste. That way, there is a mistake here. So let's see. Let's delete this offset. And move our controller in front of the car. that's good. Now set this to 0. That way it be centered perfectly. And let's copy over those values. Let's make sure that the offset is set to 0 on 3 values here. And now let's copy over this to the min and the max. Same thing for the z-axis, min and max. That way our controller will be not able to move anyway on the y-axis and on the z-axis, but on the x-axis we should have control over the rotation of the wheels. So that's good. Now we are left with the wheels rotation. To do that, let's take our controller here, the side of the car. So now let's change the shape here to something like, I don't know, let's make it something like 10 by 10 by 10 and move it. So now we have control for the wheels rotation, but as we can notice, the wheels are moving in the opposite side, so let's fix that. To do so, let's search for the multiply node here and just add a minus. That way it will spin correctly. And I believe that's it. We have a full rig inside of Unreal Engine. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you on the next one.